Hello friends, welcome to the fourth session of Pile Foundation. In this session, we are going to discuss the how to determine the load carrying capacity by using a pile load test. Uh, Pile load test is the one of the most reliable method to determine the load carrying capacity of an individual pile, because in the this test pile is actually loaded and the readings are taken, and therefore in that sense it is the most reliable method. If you see this figure, the setup consists of two anchor piles are provided with a girder, reaction girder at the top, and the middle one is the test pile. The jack is used to apply the load to the test pile. Then the procedure consists of after installing a pile, that means after driving or after cast in situ installation of a pile, usually the rest period is allowed. That means if it is in the sandy soil, 3 days, the testing is done after the 3 days, and if it is installed into the silt or soft clays, then usually the 1 month is allowed as a rest period, and after 1 month a test is carried out. Now the loads are applied with the help of a jack, and the load is applied in the various increments. The load is applied at a 20% increment of a allowable load with a hydraulic jack, and then the settlements are recorded with the dial gauge, and this loading should be continued up to the twice of safe load, at which the total settlement reaches to the specified value. There are two ways according to the IS code 2911 while doing this test. As I have said here, in this case load is applied up to the twice of the safe load, such that it is not allowed to fail, and then the same test pile you can continue in the construction. Whereas in the second method, the loading is allowed up to the failure, in which you cannot use that fail pile in a further construction. It is to completely used as a test pile. These are the two ways of loading a test. Then after loading a pile, then the how interpretation is done. A graph is plotted between the load and settlement. Now if you see here in this graph, this is the as the load increases, the settlement also goes on increasing, and then it is unloaded. This is a loading curve, and then it is unloaded. This is a cross settlement. Again further if it is loaded, and then it will goes here, and this will be the rebound of the settlement. According to the IS code 2911, the safe load is taken as the one of the load at which the total settlement is equal to the 10% of the pile diameter, whereas it is 7.5% of the in the case of under-rim piles, or 2/3 of the final load at which the total settlement is 12 mm, which here is less. In this way, the load carrying capacity is determined by using a pile load test. Thank you.